Okay, and welcome back. Greetings, everyone. We are moving along with our Citizens of the Frontier Adventure number 4, Raiders of the Restricted Zone. To recap, the adventures are on the map here. About 30 kilometers northwest of Hatola City, on the way to Kaning, having just made a detour to raid an estate for a model collection for a wealthy rust collector. And they are to be heading back and returning to the road, heading for Kanig and their main objective. We had some technical difficulties at the end of last session, so we will suffice to say the battle with the quick death is over. Everyone is alive and alive-ish. No, we're going to say that that the group held up in this house until dawn. To treat wounds, take pictures with the quick death, and just kind of, let Larmo wake up from the doze grenade, pull the darts out of Joe Friday, and all of the rest of it.
There you go.
Did we
responsible for all of the above?
Did we drop a Canadian somewhere along the way?
Yes.
Yep.
And that's where we are. We're about to head back out. If you haven't tuned in for our Op 4 report on this game, unless you're my players, go check that out before we continue. All right, it is morning of God knows how many days so far on the island of Ventura. You've traveled this entire way. I know when you kind of spent the night here, you made really good time because you were lucky on the roads, but then after the battle. So I think you're on your third day here.
Yeah, sounds right. Third day.
Or it is morning of the third day. You are here. Party's around. What do you want to do?
I want to see how healed I am.
We're going to say that Fake Noddle, you have used up, let me see. You were about done. So I'm going to say it took 5 doses of stim dose to get him back up.
I was -2 when we started, yeah.
And probably 3 for Larmo.
Does that do a straight 10 or a D10?
We're just not going to worry about it.
When you say stim dose, are you talking BioCort?
Yeah, the one you need for surgery.
Alrighty. So, I have half our supply left.
All right, so, and Joe and Larmo, keep in mind, whatever damage you suffered, your suit suffered the same amount.
Well, except for poison. Most of mine was poison.
Right, except for the poison. Whatever physical damage you guys suffered, your skin suits have taken half of that amount.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So the integrity is Is
it 50 on the skin suit or 100? I forget.
Half and half. It absorbs half the damage.
I mean, was it 50 total points or 100?
50 total points, yes.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right, so I'm about 37. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing so you don't see my notes.
He's learning, people.
How do we play the game without your notes?
Yeah, how do we keep winning or surviving?
Okay, so for the first hour of play, it is uneventful. So you make... I'll put the map back up for a second. You do manage to make, unbelievably, the 50 kilometers. So that's 20.
It even sounds like morning. Birds are chirping. Sun's going.
For those-
Sorry, guys. Sorry,
For those,
those who are
no, it's
watching.
fine.
That's
It's
me.
fine. For those watching at home, Joel has some chicks, part of a backyard clutch, a backyard chicken coop, and the weather here went very unseasonably cold. So he has these in his den, and
Yeah.
they'll be joining us on this adventure.
Yes, I'll take one out eventually and introduce y'all.
All right.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
We'll call them
we're-
supplemental rations.
Yes.
so we're
One
gonna
of them's
say
really tiny, so that's
first
like a chicken
hour
nugget.
is 20. First hour is 20, 40, 50 are in the middle of this hex.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So next hour.
Okay.
Do. Lucky again, uneventful. So 50. That's another half, and then 2. That is not going to be. That's definitely going to be something. Okay. Now I'll have to share it. And Harlan, you are driving, yes?
Yep.
I need you to roll your logic. And Joe, are you back up on the turret, or did you want to give
course.
somebody else?
Of
All right.
course.
So I need you to roll also your
Logic.
Just straight roll.
is it logic and intuition? Yes.
Got it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your intuition.
Got it.
Straight roll on both of you.
No.
So no on Harlan.
I
Joe?
got mine.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you have gotten this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're about here. When Joe, you see off to the just like right at the side of the road, there is there's a sign that looks like it is fairly new, and all of the brush has been cleared around it.
Is it
It is in Pangalactic.
called Janestown?
No, and at the very top of it, you see, there's some writing under it, but unless you stop, all you see is a great big warning sign.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll knock on the hood of the truck. Slow down. We need to see what this is.
When you slow down, you see, although it is written in Pangalactic, it is written in kind of bad Pangalactic, so it's not exactly. It takes you a minute to like comprehend what it's trying to say.
It's kind of like hand done, like graffiti or something, or
No, it's printed.
okay.
And it says danger, Sathar, cyborg, animal, altered, hunting area ahead, caution.
Oh, we already ran into that. That was back there. They didn't move the sign. They didn't just move the sign back.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
That's all you saw.
All right. So some kind of another strange cyborg Sathar attack monsters out here.
Huh? I guess we continue forward. We have to, and
Okay.
everybody
And-
everybody can keep eyes out.
Okay, for the next hour, you only make hex and a half because the road gets very, very rough here. So you're kind of coming into, but at the end of that hour, you're on cliffs overlooking the sea. So I'll show you where you are.
Still plenty of road, right?
You are now about here.
Okay.
And the sign was kind of like here when you came out of the forest.
Yeah. So this is all like rough terrain, not forest.
Right. Now you're overlooking cliffs. Like this is all scrubland. Like you can see the coast. It's rocky. You can actually see across this bay and kind of see the outline of this island here.
Got it.
Because you can kind of see 3 hexes. So
But
see,
it's all like rocky and stuff, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right. So let me close this. I've rolled a 5 on the table, which is okay. So you go. It's another area where you don't make much progress. It's half speed, and that's because the road is very. I guess in this area it wouldn't be a washed out road, but it's a collapsed road that's kind of near the edge of the cliff. So there's kind of been a recent rock slide or something that makes it hazardous. You can spend an hour physically kind of moving the rocks out of the way, or Harlan can make a drive to kind of rough road over it. Although I will tell you, because of where I happen to roll this, where you're jutting up against the sea, in homage to homage to my Puerto Rican homelands, I'm going to say this is a dangerous road up against a cliff overlooking the sea, and if you screw this roll up, the explorer is going to tumble off the cliff.
So it's like the ice road truckers version of Puerto Rico. Okay.
Yes.
I
Plenty of
have
roads like that.
faith.
It's not just Puerto Rico. You see films of them all over the world.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
one of those sketchy ass mountain
Yeah.
roads that has recently had I just happened to roll it right
Yeah.
here. Hold
I
on.
have
Yeah.
utter faith in Harlan making this a TPK.
Well, if you have that much faith, you could get out while I
You
drive
go-
over.
You can go ahead and roll. I'm going to pull up the crash.
Literally, it's
on the crash
right
rolls.
here. Like where I'm rolling is right here.
Go ahead. I'm
Nice.
pulling up the crash rolls.
I'm good. I'm made it by about half.
Nice.
Okay, so you've come across this, but still, it's half the progress. So you dip into the forest here, and you end, I guess, the 5th hour of travel today here. So that's 5. If you're unimpeded, by the 6th hour, you'll be here. By the 7th hour, you'll be here. So you could make it to Canning before dark.
Should change.
Figure there's probably about, no matter what month, we're going to just say it's like 12 hours. I don't
Got
know we're not going to worry, but we'll just say 12 hours of daylight. So
Yeah.
you're at hour 5 and you're right about.
If it's after the place that you took this from the Earth, inspired by,
Uh-huh.
they get 12 hours every day all year. Doesn't matter.
Right. And for those playing at home, the answer, Indonesia for 500, Alex. Okay, so
There's no reason not to push on.
right,
Yep.
and I'm not sharing the adventure.
I have faith you'll do it before the evening's over.
Viddy. I got viddy.
Okay, so you're driving along. And now we're going to get into it. Finally got a roll that I can work with. So Harlan and Joe, you kind of are the first ones to see this. You kind of come around a bend in like the rocky cliff road area, and you see a strange mossy, it looked like a moss covered mound in the road ahead. But as you kind of come over the top of the crest, you see that there's open space below the mound, and it's standing on like 4 pillar-like legs, and it looks like
Oh, I know what this
it looks
is.
like a massive turtle.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know what it is because I made it up.
Yeah.
It's like a massive turtle on 4 elephantine legs, with a pair of moss-covered pincer claws and a long sauropod type neck out of the turtle shell, and on the top and the bottom and on its head appears to be cybernetic implants, and one of them like flashes as you crest the hill, and because I missed, and a tree and some boulders right to the left of the car explode as a proton blast just vaporizes it, and showering the car with rubble and debris.
No.
Joe, I want you to make a reaction speed check.
So I roll my dex and add my reaction speed to it, or something?
No, just RS. Just roll your reaction speed.
Okay, I rolled an 8, and my reaction speed.
Yeah, if it was less than that, you'd be dead.
Okay.
I think minimum would be like 30 or 40, no matter how
Got it.
bad you rolled. Okay, you
Minimum
basically
30.
duck down, and like gravel and debris just pelts you. It would have been like 1d10 points of damage. It would have been minor.
Okay.
Cuts and bruises. But now everyone is aware. Harlan, roll your driving.
Ought to.
You, like a stone cold professional, are unfazed by the sudden turn of events. You maintain control of the vehicle. What do you want to do with it?
How are we still in the cliffs, narrow roads? Are we in a flatter area?
No, this whole area is like the high ground around these cliffs. Like the whole peninsula part of this island. So now you're kind of like on the other side of it. But it is wider here, so you can make a U-turn. You're not in risk of falling off the cliff. You were just on a very narrow part of where the road was.
But I still have room to maneuver.
Yes, you have room to maneuver.
All right, well, stop driving straight at it and start moving to the side.
Okay, so you're going to try and veer around it, or you're going to...
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We're gonna have to go off road a little bit.
if you go straight north, you'll probably hit the forest in about 10 minutes. If you wanted to get out of open ground.
Yeah, we need to get away from this.
So that's you're heading for the trees at top speed.
Once we see how fast this thing moves, yeah.
Okay, so everybody inside the vehicle feels the car veer off the road, heading north. There's a sudden blast. You're pelted with gravel. You can look out and you see this massive cybernetic turtle sauropod, moss-covered cyborg thing. And it's kind of like plodding towards you guys. It moves faster than you thought it would, but it's still not fast per se.
How big are we talking? Like size of a baseball diamond, size of a football field?
Yeah. Size of the vehicle,
it's a
bigger.
giant cybernetic herbivore. So it is large. We're talking. This is the largest thing you've seen since the furled spine worms in the fungus forest in your first adventure.
Those are big.
For scale, I'm going to say it's
like 50 feet across, or
it's
50
more than
yards across?
it's more than twice the size of the Quick Death.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it's
25 feet roughly.
yeah, it's bigger than like a moose or an elephant. It's very large.
Oh, okay. I thought this thing was like.
The body is larger than the Explorer.
Okay, I thought this was like Gamera or something, some kaiju kind of thing.
No, not
All right.
not quite that big, but it is
Okay.
big.
That's
Okay,
still
so
pretty big, yeah.
Joe, you're the only one who can take an action against this thing, as everybody else is still in the vehicle, unless anybody wants to dismount.
At top speed.
Yeah, we should move. I'm not jumping out.
Okay, Joe, do you wish to open up?
I am
it?
firing the machine gun.
Go for it.
Get a plus 15 for the burst. Is there anything add for the size?
Plus 10 for the, well, plus 15. No, for this it's because you're also in a moving vehicle, so any
That's true.
size bonus would have been negated. We're just gonna say the size bonus and the rapidly moving vehicle. We're gonna cancel out that bonus penalty.
Got it. Fine.
just
That still makes it. I hit it by 8. So yeah,
All right, so give me 15d10 points of damage.
I love this. 1, 2, 3. 98.
Okay. As you're hitting it, you see sparks and ricochets off of the hard turtle-like shell. So you know has some kind of armor resistance.
Oh no!
It does not flinch. It does not react.
That's not good.
Well, it is a cybernetic, Sathar attack monster. And it starts pursuing the vehicle off the road and fires a second time. This time hitting, and let me see. That's going to be plus 10 on the vehicle damage table. So the vehicle is rocked by a massive proton blast. I don't have to roll damage because it's just a table.
Yeah.
I really should have put a...
This came with the airbags, right? This is the airbag model version?
Remember, this is a used car.
All the airbags were deployed already.
I think Larmo is the
Line the
airbag.
windows up and down.
got a hand crank them.
Vehicle damage table is plus 10.
Just aim for Larmo.
They'll land on the shmoo.
So it's 2d10 plus 10. 5 and 6 is 11. 11 plus 10, 21. Okay. The blast hits the vehicle, and this time, hold on. Yeah, even through your armor, you're getting some jam and drag on the steering, so it's kind of veering to the left and reducing your turning radius considerably. So there's some damage on it, but not you're not out of control. You're not burning.
He took out the power steering.
Yeah, so we'll say power steering's out.
Oh no.
And it's probably going to get 2 more attacks. You're outpacing it, but it'll probably get 2 more shots at you before you get into cover into the trees. And once you do that, you're going to have to roll every round to make sure that you're plotting the vehicle with enough clearance to get through this wooded area. But once you get to the wooded area, you should be able to get into cover from its weapon. And it shouldn't be able to follow you in.
Is there any way I can drive defensively to reduce the chance it's going to hit?
Roll your drive, but if you fail, you have a risk of further damaging the already damaged steering.
Of crashing the car.
I will give if you choose to drive defensively, I will give you -10 to hit. I'll have the vehicle dodging, but if you fail that roll, I'm going to give whatever. If he hits next round, I'm going to give him a bonus.
Yeah.
We can't risk getting hit again.
No.
Okay.
I made it.
No.
Not by much, but I made
Okay.
it.
So he's got a -10 to hit. I rolled a 12. Good hustle, but really good roll for me because I usually roll like crap. And the vehicle is again struck.
Each one of our characters has scars that says that's a lie.
If you could see what I see on this side of the keeper screen. This time, the back of the vehicle feels like you just got rear-ended by a truck. And you see dents and guys inside the vehicle. You see a glowing dent in the back. You've peeled some paint and lost a little bit of armor, but I rolled so poorly, even there's no point. It's no damage.
Okay. Just looks
so
bad. Just
right.
looks bad.
It's cosmetic.
That'll
buff out.
It like roars and it's like trying to keep up, but it's just too massive of an animal. Do you wish to dodge again, or just flat out trust the armor?
Do I think the machine
Dodging
gun
again?
did anything to it?
Oh, do you want? It did hurt it, but you don't see. If you want to return fire as it's chasing, you can, Joe.
Yeah, I want to I don't want to just be
Keep
sitting
track
here.
of your ammo.
I am. I got how many bursts I've used so far.
Okay. So you're not now spinning back as it's kind of plodding towards you.
Yeah. $25. I'll take that hit.
Okay, give me damage.
$114.
That's good for us. So 57 is half of that. Plus the 49 you did last round. So you've done 106 points of damage. It does not appear to be slowing down. This will be the last possible shot it gets this round.
Let me try my dodge roll.
Okay.
Nope, we're good.
Okay. And again, too low, 38, even with the -10, it'll hit. So the vehicle is struck a third and hopefully final time before you get into cover. And oh boy.
Oh no.
16 plus 10 is 26 for Explorer. 23. Okay. Oh God. You're just about to get to the tree line when it hits just kind of under you. The whole vehicle kind of like rocks up, falls, and your speed drops by 30%. So unless you make a drive roll, you will not reach the trees this round because of that. Joe, do you wish to continue firing?
Yeah.
I made it if there's no modifier.
Okay. So you even with the reduced speed, you pick a more easier path to get into the tree line. Joe?
I rolled a 3 to hit, so
Okay.
You may need to pre-program that roll in.
I know, right? Jesus Christ. 108.
Okay. 54. You have not yet halved it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's monsters in Star Frontiers are no freaking joke.
Yeah, I know they are. They are.
Only
They
doing
know
half damage, so
I just made it angry now.
All right, but you have gotten into the tree line.
So that's 6 bursts.
So Harlan, give me a drive to kind of get deeper into the trees and weave back and forth.
9.
9. So as he's weaving to and fro, you see the creature pauses, kind of tilts its body upward, and the bottom gun fires at the back of your vehicle.
It's got a bottom gun?
It's a different one. You hear a high-pitched whine, and then you see like trees and vegetation just start to like disintegrate as a sonic weapon tries to clear a path. But the trunks are too big. It like shreds all the leaves and the branches, but it's not going to be able to follow you in. It was more out of frustration.
That's crazy.
And knowing that it should fire one gun at organics and another gun at non-organics. So, and it just roars as you guys kind of off-road it through the trees.
Gets all mad.
And after a few minutes, it stops roaring, and you hear the thundering footsteps of it wandering off.
Wow.
All right, so let me put up the map again.
I did enough damage to like kill a block of people. And it just made him mad.
So the Sapphire are diabolical enough to strap a sonic weapon onto his Johnson.
I kind of made it like an over and under shell cannon sort of type of thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you guys are like now in here.
Guess I'll gradually try to loop to the left and get back to the road.
So like this way.
Yeah.
All right, so make another drive.
37, we're still good.
All right, so you get.
Before we leave the forest, do we want to stop and check the damage?
I was going to ask about that. Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, is there a safe spot to stop? Yeah.
On this island. You find a spot that looks like you've got clearance to maneuver around the vehicle, and that you don't think this thing can follow you in here.
Well, I'm assuming we left it a couple kilometers behind us.
Right. So if McDonald wants to roll a repair vehicle, or
Yeah, sure. Yeah, missed it by a whole bunch.
You are a bad mechanic.
He fixes people though, so I'm gonna let it slide.
As long as he fixes people,
he's a great doctor.
He can be shit at fixing the vehicle. That's fine.
He fixes, yeah. He
Except
fixes
we might have
me.
to be walking back to the ship at this rate.
All right. It's not something you don't think it's something that you can fix unless you got this thing up on like a lift.
Yeah, we need a.
Do I see any cinder blocks laying around?
No.
I hear that was popular at one time.
Okay. So you stop. You look over the vehicle. I guess you guys could take a midday meal and relieve yourselves. And
I did that back in the gun turret when all the rocks hit me. We're gonna need to clean that out.
so eventually, you
What do you
kind of
mean we?
you can get back down onto the road about here. But we're gonna say that this whole thing cost you like an hour and a half. So
easy.
now,
Yeah.
now when you're back on track, you've lost 90 minutes of your travel time. So
We're
we'll
still
say
traveling
it's
at 30% speed.
and
Oh,
now
sorry,
you're traveling at
70%.
30%. Yeah. Okay, so let me take down the map and I'll roll for the next hour.
So our travel is 35 kilometers an hour now?
Yeah. So about a hex and a half. All right. So you get an uneventful hour of travel. I'm not going to put the map up. I'm just going to kind of plot it for my own. All right. That leaves you 40 kilometers away from your objective. The next hour, you were lucky. Also uneventful. You get 30 kilometers. You're now about 10 kilometers away from Kaning.
In his estate, I don't remember. Was it outside the city or?
It's kind of in the general area. Okay. Right outside of Kaning, you come across a large piece of equipment perched on a rise overlooking the road. It's again, you're not really sure what it is, but it's probably the size of a ground car. And as you get a little closer, you see that it has ground treads and manipulator arms. It's some kind of very large robot.
Anything I can cannibalize to fix the Explorer?
I would probably say unlikely because you don't know what you need to fix the Explorer because you failed that roll. And it's a design of robot. You'd have to stop to roll identify robots, which would I could tell you what you needed.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right, so
Because we're getting rid of that.
all right, so let me just. It's one of the skills I've been working on updating the robotic skills for. Damn, hold on. I'll edit this out. It'll be cooler. Skill expansion and robotics. Robotic identification is half your logic plus 10 per skill level plus 50% minus 5 per robotic level. So you have a 20% penalty. So you have it's basically your regular roll plus 50.
30? Oh, my regular roll plus 50?
No, your regular roll plus 50 minus 30, so plus 20.
Okay. My regular.
We'll go with
All
that.
right. I got a 17 out of 60.
You see that it is there's a wide track that it looks like it's been here for a while, and it is scraping up ground soil, putting it into the inside of the robot, and then expelling it out the back. And it also has large intake fans. It's an environmental droid. It's removing. It's basically treating the topsoil and the air for radiation.
Cool. Approach it, pull out a piece of chalk, but Kilroy was here.
Okay. As you approach, it stops its work and kind of like observes you. When you go over to, to draw on it, it kind of like looks down at you, and you see like a yellow light go on. And as you just write on it and start walking away, the yellow light goes off and it goes back to what it's doing.
It just transmitted that we were there.
I don't want to walk out.
This looks like it's a moderately advanced environmental repair droid. Everybody roll your logic.
Sure.
No.
Yes.
I got a 1.
For all your warnings that this area was highly irradiated, Your toxi rad gauges have not gone off once since you've been here.
Then these robots
Well,
have
this
been doing
thing's-
their job.
Somebody's out here doing something.
Oh, and this is very similar in design to the piece of machinery you passed 3 days ago, right after you landed.
The thing in the trees?
Yeah,
The refrigerator. Yeah.
that appeared to be kind of a stationary atmospheric scrubber.
I thought it was a loot box. Okay.
But somebody
Have a
has-
little exclamation point.
somebody has started a large-scale environmental cleanup of Ventura.
I don't think this has been approved by the local government.
They need to work toward the middle where all the bad stuff is.
Smart though.
All right, so it's starting to get dark, but you're very near your goal. I'm going to roll.
Can we find a place to hole up?
You can pull off the road and put the tarp over it and hole up and reach Canning in the morning, or you can press on now.
Do we
No,
think we can?
what I'm saying is, as we go in, can we find a place to hole up? Something that might be structurally sound that we can put a lock on.
Oh, so you're definitely pushing into Canning.
Yeah, we're this close.
Okay.
If we can get to his place before dark, then that would be the goal.
Or as it's getting dark, yeah.
I mean, the whole point is he has a vault, right?
Well, the idea is to get to the farmhouse before the zombies come. So, yeah.
Zombies move at the speed of plot. Don't worry about them.
Okay. You're just at the edge of town, and you hit another mine.
Were we not trained to look for IEDs in the National Guard? Did we all fall asleep during that training? Did we,
Well,
I
not-
mean,
But if they're buried,
I always showed
if
up
it's a
after
buried
someone
mine,
found one.
I think
Well,
we're all
Hey, look,
scientists.
this is only the second 8 I've rolled on the wandering table. Okay.
But we don't get a chance to like go. That looks fishy. We shouldn't run over it with the truck.
Well, it could be a mine. It could be an unexploded bomb. It's just,
Yeah,
and it's
Ar-
almost dark.
got it. Okay.
And my chance to spot anything is crap.
We wouldn't know that. You didn't get to roll.
The bad news is
Please.
the bad news is you the vehicle is damaged. The good news is it's just you're going to lose another 20% of your speed.
So we're
So-
down to 50 now.
Yeah. So you limp into Canning at twilight, and if everybody wants to make a roll on INT to try and spot a suitable place with a garage that maybe you can pull in.
29 out of 65.
Not me.
All right, Larmo's looking because that place looks good. And
21.
you find a large house that has a large garage, and when you go in, you see like 4 or 5 dust covered classic hover cars. Like this
Ooh.
this town was where a lot of very wealthy people lived. So
Hover-
he spots a building where there was a lot of he spots a building where the guy had a classic car collection and a massive garage attached to the house.
Any tools left behind?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you wish to roll,
No, I don't. Not the way I'm rolling. I do not wish to roll.
but here you
Can I take 20? I hear that's popular in some games.
Can anyone roll a mechanics roll?
No,
'Cause
he needs.
I'll take a shot at
In
it.
Star Frontiers, there's no unskilled stabs in the dark.
No jack of all trades?
No.
He died.
No. No. You
Oh,
ever
that
pull?
was actually decent. All right, so my tech is 40, and I got a 38.
Okay. You kind of see what's going on with your acceleration and your turning. If you rolled a repair on one of the two systems, you can get it half functioning back. So you'd reduce the turning from 15 to 5, and you'd get 25% of your skill back or speed back if you want to work on that.
I'm gonna go with the turning right now.
Roll a logic as you're looking over the vehicle for general problems.
Oh, made that by loads. 37. Made it by 37.
You realize you're down to 10% on the para battery.
Ooh!
Para battery has a 1,000 kilometer range.
I hand a piece of copper tubing to Joe and hook a wire to it and say, "Stand outside."
So, yeah, you'd
Spit on the end.
you've probably got about another, 100 kilometers in this vehicle before the batteries are out.
Is there a charging station we could probably
There's
use?
no power on. Well, there's no power here.
Hold on. All right, 1. I got a 5 on my repair, and I was going for steering first.
All right, so you've got the steering repaired. It's only
Now
minus
it's
5.
Frankenstein's monster.
Okay.
We got a bunch of classic cars around here. I start opening hoods, trunks, whatever, wherever I might find batteries and motors.
Okay, so your plan is to siphon power out of any vehicle here into your vehicle you're basically siphoning gas.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to jump it off of what we have as reserve and then run the alternator wires to ours and have all those vehicles powering.
Charging up the battery.
All right, this is going to take you a couple of hours, but you have the tools here. It's going to take you most of the night.
Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Yeah.
Make a
set of
mechanics
jumper
roll.
cable.
If
Just one.
Yes! 1.
Okay, so we're going to say with the little bit of power that's remaining in these vehicles and this whole Frankenstein setup, in about 4 hours of work, you get the para battery back up to about 50%.
That's going to get us halfway back.
It's more than we had before.
So was the battery defective? I mean, we should have had enough to get back and forth.
No, it's in Star Frontiers, the standard para battery is for 1,000 kilometers of travel time.
And much like internet, there's no solar power battery recharging stations or nothing like that.
Well, you did see a place where they had solar power cells set up.
I mean, they did have solar power in the 80s. It just wasn't very widespread.
No, you passed an area that had a solar power array.
That one town, that was kind of rebuilt. That hotel room.
The hook goes that direction.
If you need it, and you may not. All right, so it is morning in Kaning. It's not a large town. You could probably scout out on foot to see if you can find the guy's place. If you guys want to make a detailed search of the town and spend the rest of the day, I will let everyone roll to see if they can find any other vehicles that still have remnants of power in them. So you could be part of the look for the house, look for other para batteries.
We should know right where the house is, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't we
you
have an
kinda do.
address? Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the battery hunter.
I'll look for the house because
I'll go with fish. I'll go with fish.
2?
House.
Yeah. I got a 14 on whatever we're rolling to find the batteries.
Okay. Joe?
If he's okay, I was just going to extra help him carry him. Are we making a perception check or
Yeah.
logic?
Yeah. No, intuition. INT.
Intuition. 21. Yeah, I got mine.
All right, you guys managed to find, a wheelbarrow and some para batteries, and you haul it back to the home base, and you can start siphoning those. You figure if you make your roll, you could augment it about another 20%.
That's more than we
Larmo,
had
were you
before.
looking for batteries in the house?
That's almost all the way back.
You
Nice.
muted yourself, Larmo.
Batteries or house? Harlan's team house.
House.
House. Thorga, battery or house?
House.
House. Okay, so the three of you, do anybody make a logic or logic roll?
not me.
18, I did.
Thorga?
I made it with an 8.
Thorga and Larmo find the house pretty quickly. Harlan was like, "Isn't it over there?" And they kind of pull you back.
That's north, right?
Uphill
And-
doesn't mean it's north.
That's north.
And you find the house of Jackson Panther.
I ask
Your
that in my
employer.
when I'm in class every year.
What?
Ask which way's north. They all do this.
Oh God!
Every single one of them. And I'm like,
Nice.
So the house looks, it's overgrown with lots of water damage, and there's like sand, and there's a dead garden and a filled-in pool with like muddy water. But this place was probably a gorgeous, party house at one point. You find your way into the basement, and there, hanging on the walls of his den, are all of his actual gold and platinum records, like hanging. So you should be able to just pull them down off the wall and pack them up. That's really what he was wanting.
Yep.
We do that.
Well,
Find
no,
out.
they do that. You guys are working on the car.
Maybe find
Like I
some
said, we do
blanket
that.
or something to wrap them in.
Easily done.
Blankets.
The house
Old
is
skin.
filled with other kinds of valuables. If you just want to take there's there, that's fine. Or you may have lost
Booty.
things
We should
that-
I
loot.
think he just went off camera. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just off.
yeah, I mean, if we have time, I'll grab a few odds and ends as we're walking around. I'm not going to go too much out of my way for it. I'm not going to go actively searching for stuff. But if something looks interesting, like just between the door and where we're getting the stuff that we're here for, I'll grab it, bring it back. If he wants it, if he wants to keep it when we get back, great. If he doesn't, great.
I'll keep
Find
an
it.
eye out.
All right, you find you guys are looking around for like valuable items, and you find a lot of stuff that's like mold is like paintings that mold is grown on. Like there's a lot of vases and stuff have been broken. But as you're palling around and through the area, you find he's got 5 custom made ground cycles in like a showroom. And these are like
We have our way back.
these are like one of a kind, custom made, totally pimped out. Each one is done in the theme of one of his albums.
Nice.
Would we even be able to fit these into the Explorer?
No.
You could strap
No.
2 to the Explorer. 3 if you wanted to really push it.
What if we
Actually,
disassemble?
to fix the power, I may strap 1 to each side, or actually, I'll strap 4 to the side, sort of run them as pontoons, and sort of lift the Explorer up, and we'll have a wider wheelbase, so we don't have to worry about tipping off the
How about-
cliff.
How about we disassemble? Can you disassemble them and fit them inside?
No,
Okay.
not without really knowing what you're going to do, because they're all custom.
Well,
Yeah.
since this is back in the 80s and everything, we can push a button on it and all that, sort of like the Robotech motorcycle.
No, I wish that was true. Wrong game. Wrong game.
Does he have a trailer somewhere?
Ooh.
I bet you the city does.
I'm gonna say that there's a 30% chance that this place has a trailer that will take 1d4 of them. All right, I know if it has one. I'm not telling you if it has one or not, but you guys will need to make an intuition check to search the house to see if you can find it.
Not me.
Nope.
Does not have no Larmo.
What am I rolling again? Intuition.
Yeah,
He's not
Hang
good
on.
at that.
43 out of 65. Yes.
he does not have a trailer.
All right.
Damn it.
All right.
That doesn't mean there are no trailers in Kenning.
It's not one readily available.
It's
Can
not
we communicate with Matt and with Joe?
Yeah,
and
you've got your chronochroms.
Hey, if you guys are wandering around out there, let us know if you find a trailer or something.
We've got
What's some
5.
stuff that I'm gonna bring
Define need. I can get this little red wagon that I just kicked out of the way. I mean, what are you trying to haul?
Something to carry some bikes in it.
You say there are ground cycles or hover cycles?
Ground cycles.
We got 5 ground cycles that'll be worth a lot of money if we can get them out of here.
Oh, money. Yeah, I can find a trailer big enough for money.
At the car lot, there's probably something we can find. Yeah.
All right, so
Keep an eye out.
while you guys make another pass through town, roll to see if you find a trailer.
Nope.
And we're doing intuition?
Yeah, everybody gets one more intuition roll. If nobody makes it, even if there is a trailer, you don't find it.
47 out of 60.
All right.
I actually made it by 8, and that was under 30.
All right, so the two of you
Oh my
find...
God, they ate Joel.
Revenge!
He made it out alive.
I see chicken wings.
Aww.
Okay, so you find a trailer that can take 2 of these bikes.
That's cool because we need a trailer for 2 bikes, and then we strap 2 to the Explorer. No problem.
You can with the tools here. You'd have to weld a rack to the back, and you can get 2 more bikes on it that way.
Hey, did you ever see World's Fastest Indian?
No, but I know.
That's exactly what he did. Was built a trailer once he got to America for his bike.
Okay. So you can tow and strap 4 of the 5 bikes onto the Explorer. You're going to be here a whole nother day.
Oh, okay.
At this point, because so give me a mechanics roll to siphon more power into your power battery.
27 out of 40.
All right, you now have enough power to get 500 kilometers. But at this point, you have siphoned every power battery in Kenning. You've picked the place clean.
Okay, well, I use a convenient Foot Locker toolbox that I can't bring that stuff with me or whatever to keep my apparatus so that I can continue siphoning on our way back.
Okay, so you pack up your siphoning.
Yes, just so I don't have to rebuild it.
Your jerry rig. Okay.
In the meantime, we can get the bikes over there.
Yeah,
right. They push them on, and you wrap them up in old blankets so they're cushioned as best they can, and you strap them, get them onto the side. It's a lot of extra weight on the Explorer, but it should be able to take it.
So if we put them on the right side, that'll balance out the left-handed problem.
If we get shot at, there go the bikes.
If the vehicle hits another mine, or you get shot at, but if you go on the exact same route, you shouldn't hit any mines. If I
Shouldn't
roll
hit
an
any mines.
8,
That's true.
if you roll an 8,
You've
I'll
hit
say it's
them already.
uneventful. No, if you roll an 8, it's going to be that Harlan needs to avoid the crater where the mine was.
Mine was.
You know, Larmo, I just realized that all these records we've come to collect, there's no room for you in the vehicle, you Debbie Downer.
I'll just roll along behind you guys.
Well, if we
Can you
have a
stretch
problem-
out and hold the 5th bike?
All right, it is night. You guys have picked the place. You've gone through this place. You find a few bottles of really premium liquor in some of these rich people's houses. So you can have an impromptu celebration for getting this far.
Run a Geiger counter.
I'll save
on
them
that.
for later.
All right. So
No can
Yeah.
her.
Harlan,
we're
Harlan
mission's
doesn't
not over
drink,
yet.
so-
Mission's not over yet.
all right, you're not breaking out the booze.
We're not breaking out the booze until we get back out of atmosphere.
We're
right.
professionals. We're professionals. Yeah.
So you're here in Kaning. I need everyone to roll an intuition.
No.
Just missed it.
Got mine.
Yeah. Target could ride the 5th bike.
Yeah, I got it. 44 to 55.
Okay. The reason Kaning is here is because of the amazing views up and down the coast. One thing that you do see is there are lights down the coast. In this direction, where you know that from your maps, there's another city. You see some of this urban area has power restored. So I kind of envision this whole area has a higher elevation, kind of like Cliffs of Dover. Like this is up in the hills. So as you look down the coast, you kind of see this whole bay. And you see that there are lights on in this town. That's it for now.
Whoa, I'm not looking.
It was really small print.
Must be a really small clue.
Do we have the capacity to make video?
Yes, you do.
Guess we could snap some vid of it if somebody's interested that there's still people living here.
Panoramic view.
I mean, if
panoramic view.
someone's doing some environmental cleanup, that might be where they're based out of. I don't know.
Well, no, we take all these pictures, anonymously give them to like Weekly World News. It's the
Yeah.
80s. And and just watch all the rich people and everybody want to come back.
All right, so I really
Look at
wish
that.
there was a luck roll in Star Frontiers.
I know.
Could
There's
be.
not. Make
Every
one.
roll I have has luck. It's all bad.
All right, so how are you getting through this night? Think Noddle, you are too exhausted from literally probably 15 hours of mechanical work on
That's fair.
fixing this vehicle, siphoning off power, building a trailer. You're just like dead on all 4 feet.
Well, I'm going to sleep.
Well,
So what are the rest of you-
I let the other 4 worry about it.
yeah. We could stay up in pairs and 6-hour shift, 4 to 6 hour shift.
Okay,
And
so
what time are we wrapping up what we're doing? I mean, is the sun already down or is it just going down?
sun's already down.
So figure 5-hour shifts gives us 10 hours before sun comes up.
Yeah, we should wake up right around checkout time of the hotel.
Okay. So who's on first shift? Who's on second shift?
I got first.
I'll go first with Joe.
I've got the night vision, so I'm happy to be on at nighttime, middle of the dead of night, if you like.
Okay.
Still in the-
So lucky first shift. Give me INT checks.
New.
New.
Oh.
I love that new dice roller, Joel. Thank you.
Last time it worked well for me. So
Yeah, I gotta blame something, man.
Okay. All right. The rest of the night goes. It is now dawn.
I love how he didn't finish that sentence.
Nothing happens. Well, yet.
That we
You
know
guys
of.
get through. You get through the morning. You get to morning, and you can set out. So, Thorga, did you want to try and siphon some power into the last bike and ride behind the vehicle, so you get all 5?
What is the range? That's what I was wondering. Like, if I start riding this, am I going to get
You don't
like
have any
300
armor.
kilometers away?
You don't have any armor though.
But he's got a motor. He's got a cool ass motorcycle, though.
And did he bring his riding
I love the
jacket?
jacket.
I mean, that
And
might
a
be.
helmet.
Yeah.
And a helmet.
I mean, but if you get shot, you're in a bad way.
Yeah.
You don't. You're,
I mean-
basically your soft nougat center is exposed.
How
You have
are
no
they
candy
gonna?
shell.
How are they gonna shoot him? He's on a cool ass motorcycle. They
And I'm
can't
hiding
shoot him.
behind the.
The Explorer.
I could be in front though. I could be scouting.
Yeah, I was thinking more of a ranger.
That's true. Like, yeah, I'm up on recon.
You know
Ranger,
what?
up front.
You do you, Thorga. You want to ride that bike? You ride that bike, baby. You do it. You do it.
I will for a bit.
All right. Well, you're gonna
And
need.
then you're gonna leave it
You're
behind.
gonna need Finknoddle to finagle it a bit and see.
It shouldn't need much of the power. It should very little, wouldn't it? Oh no, he's shaking his head. He's mechanicking away.
It's like,
Why the
I'm
hell do you
so-
want to do this?
I'm so tired of working on this stuff.
18 out of 40.
Now he gets it.
He's managed to give you 50% power. The bike will have a 500-kilometer range before you need to worry about it, which would be comparable to what the Explorer now has.
Excellent. Thank you.
And again, that's most of his morning. So I'm assuming you guys are making meals and eating and doing all of that. So
I'm
Yep.
making
All right.
Finknoddle's meal because I owe it to him now.
all right. So hold on. Let me make up a cheesy title for the album that this bike is based on.
I'd
Let
say
me- let
look
me-
up Molly Hatchet titles.
No, I want to make something original. I mean, he had a ship named Walk of Shame. So
The Blue Lou.
Street rocket, something like that.
we're-
Street rocket. I could see that being a song. Street rocket.
the name of the bike is based on the album Cinnamon Angel.
Nice. Cinnamon Angel. Your girl. That was a picture.
I'm trying to think stripper names, songs that would play at a strip club. So
Sugar Girl was a great song, so I can get down with Cinnamon Angel. I can do that.
okay, so you can set out. You can head out and start your arduous journey back.
So
Heavily laden with loot.
Okay. So we let Thorga go about a couple of kilometers ahead. And when he explodes, we go the other way.
Okay, so
who's driving? Who's
So-
driving?
hold on. This is what happens. You guys are saying, okay, Thorga, head out, lead the way. We're going to be following right behind you. Thorga, they open the tarp. They're getting in the car. You're starting your ground cycle, your custom ground cycle. I need you to roll an intuition check. You're muted.
Sorry.
Sorry. I 55 and my intuition is a 55, so it's right on the money.
Okay, you're like vroom. You head out and you start to make the turn, and you look probably about 30 meters away, standing in the middle of the street, is the dual-gunned, massive-shelled, elephantine, sauropod, Sathar attack monster
Oh God.
that wandered into town last night, unheard of by First Watch,
Oh shit! It followed us.
and just has been kind of deactivated, waiting for something to go off. Yeah, all of the activity, it kind of zeroed in, and then you guys went to sleep and it couldn't find you any further, so it kind of gave up around here.
It got all angry.
You see the lights start to turn on. What do you want to do?
U-turn.
You're gonna start right back in the building.
Yep.
So where's the Agrabot?
It's several kilometers down the road.
Do we clue into the fact that it was I just saw it. That's all there's. I just saw it standing there, right? And
But
it turned on when I heard my engine.
yeah, and so you basically now hear the footsteps as it's turning. You guys are gonna be sitting ducks in this house, but you will have some cover. What do you guys want to do?
Can we find unexploded ordnance or a mine that we can lead it over?
You know, I like the way you're thinking.
It basically has you boxed in.
I mean, potentially we could lead it toward the giant robot and let them two deal with each other.
So do you want to take off in the vehicle and just hit it with, machine gun rounds as it follows you down the road and do this whole duel?
Yeah.
Since we really don't have other options.
We're boxed in. Yeah.
Well, you could
We're
make
boxed
your
in, don't have heavy ordnance except for that machine gun, and
well,
that's
it's going to
probably
take
not gonna be
damage
worth
from even small arms. It'll just take half. So I don't know how many grenades you guys had, or if anybody took high impact weapons. Like, do you have a laser rifle?
I don't know. The used Explorer with no airbags and everything else took all our money.
Well, look, Thorga spent all of his on stuff, so he had some stuff.
Yeah, well, the rest of us weren't smart enough to buy a cool motorcycle helmet.
All right,
I mean,
so
I picked up ammo and a few grenades, but I didn't pick up like a grenade rifle or a rocket launcher or anything.
And has anybody got a laser rifle? I bet a laser rifle would hurt this thing.
I got electric spear and electric stunner pistol.
You suck.
yeah, that's not going to work against Gamera.
Lance it. Use the spear like a lance on the motorcycle.
All right, so the plan is run and fire as we run.
Exactly. I'm going to
Try to-
scream a lot.
Try to lead
Thorga,
it
are
back-
you gonna lead with the motorcycle?
Yes. Why not?
Okay, so this is what Thorga does. Thorga guns it, and he will draw its fire. You will be able to get the Explorer out and get a free round of fire on it. And then, if both of you are still alive, you can start leading it down the road.
I
so
will
that's-
try to lead it back to the robot.
Okay. Well, you got to go that way. That's the
Okay.
road leading out of town. So, Thorga, do you have ground cycle as a skill?
Oh, well, hover vehicles. I do not have
You can drive it, but you don't get a roll. So you're just going to have to roll half of your dex.
Yep.
So roll half of your dex.
Don't crash the bike. Don't crash the bike. Don't crash the bike.
Ooh,
Don't
60.
crash the bike.
16.
Okay, you come gunning out, and the bottom gun with the Sonic Devastator targets you. And you get the bike gunned, and it just opens up like a crater in the ground behind you. And then the Explorer kind of like leaps out behind you. And Joe, you can get a rake of machine gun fire at it before it starts moving to follow you.
Shoot, Joe.
Joe,
Witness me. Witness me.
jeez. Give us your attack roll.
Oh my god, I'm too busy dying over the witness me. All
Not
right.
yet. Wait until it returns fire.
I do hit. I do hit. So let me roll that massive 15d10. 89. That's still not bad. I'll take that 89.
I have a feeling Targa's rolling into Valhalla shiny and new.
All right, you have crossed the halfway point.
All right. I made him mad.
And it does roar and start kind of like plotting after
It's
you.
not bloodied, it's leaking.
Give me 1 second. The proton blast hits the side of the Explorer, causing no damage to the vehicle. I'm going to say there is a 1 in 6 chance. If I roll, I'm going to roll a 6. If I roll a 1, it hits the trailer is going to detach. If I roll a 6, it's going to destroy one of the bikes. Your bikes are fine. The trailer's still attached. I rolled a 5. You figure you've got 3 rounds before you outpace it in because you are a lot faster than it. But it's gonna get at least 3 more shots at you before you're out of range.
I've got 3 more shots before I got to change belts, so it's all fair.
Even if we kill this, even if we outrun this thing, we can't stop whether it catches up with us again.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Terminator.
Yeah, we just got to run. Yep.
Okay, party's round.
The robot might slow it down.
Yeah. All right, so Harlan, it's a straight road with all of the extra weight and the trailer. If you try and do any
Didn't it have to go
evasive
by the robot
maneuvers-
to get to us?
No, it tried to follow you. It skirted around the woods. And honestly, if it didn't bother the robot wouldn't bother it. I mean, you guys drove right by it, and the robot didn't really do anything.
I bet it will if we use the robot as cover.
Okay, so we're just going to say you get 3 more attacks, and we're going to trade 3 rounds of attacks, Joe.
All right. Let me know.
I'll have to roll really well to affect the vehicle. So you can attack, and then I'll attack.
I got it. So I hit. We roll the 15d10, and I've got 107.
Okay.
Out of 150 possible. That's not bad. I'll take it. Yeah.
It misses.
Nice.
Flat out misses. So that's round 1. Go.
All right. 61. That's going to be close. 65 is what I need. That'll work. 102 for damage. I got 1 more burst before I got to change belts.
Hold on. All right, it does hit your armor, and the fact that it's an Explorer keep you from getting any damage because you guys got like a 7-point protective bonus of armor and the type of vehicle. So whatever I roll, you get -7. So it dropped it back down below 20, and I'm rolling the 1d6. It obliterates the bike on the left.
Oh no!
Well, let me not say obliterate. It very badly damages it.
Yeah.
It could be salvageable.
Yeah.
But you hear it hit the bike, and
Starting to feel like the old man in the sea now. We're bringing back
Right.
the fish.
that's a great analogy. It is the last round before you can outpace this Leviathan.
All right. Last shot before I got to change. Yeah. 18 to hit. Nice. I'll take that. And a 95 for damage.
All right, it's now looking like you see parts of the moss falling off of it and bits of the shell falling, and you see like fleshy bits under the shell. You've ripped one of its legs open, and you kind of see the wire of the cybernetic. Like it's hurt really bad, but it's still coming. And I think this is its last, or did it have its last shot?
I think
it hit, it missed, and then it hit. So no,
Yeah.
you have outpassed it. You've just badly damaged one of the bikes, and you've gotten away from it.
We'll take it.
We should ditch the broken bike for speed.
Yeah.
Or for weight, if it's not worth
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, that's true. Cut the lashings off.
All right,
It
you
might
want
be
to drop?
worth something as a collector's item.
Ditch it like ballast.
He's right. All right, so I am.
We're in a home
All
stretch
right.
now.
So
Keep going.
in the first hour of travel, I have the Cybo Shell Strider, which is the creature you just evaded.
That's crazy.
So I'm going to say that's uneventful. I'm just going to keep rolling until I get something that's eventful.
Okay.
I've got 4 is uneventful, so you have 2 uneventful hours. I have another 4, which is uneventful. You have 3 uneventful hours. Oh my God. God loves you guys. I've rolled a third 4, so that's 4 uneventful hours.
Cruising along.
I rolled a 1, which is also uneventful, so that's 5 uneventful hours. Oh, believe it or not, I'm not even lying. I rolled a 4. 6 uneventful hours on the road, and another 4. Are these fucking dice loaded?
Loaded for me.
That's 7
We snuck them
uneventful
in there.
hours. Okay,
I'm glad
so
someone else finally got my luck.
7 hours of uneventful travel. And you had the car repaired fully on the speed, or no?
I think so.
We'll say yeah.
You-
I'm not going to be a dick about it.
You know. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll say 50 km per hour. 20 a hex. 7 times 5. You've traveled 350 km.
We should be getting towards Hatola City then.
I think it's 17 hexes.
17 and a half.
Yeah, that's the math I came up with. Okay, good. We're in agreement there, at least. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Back into the forest. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we are here.
17 and a half.
Okay, so we are here. Before something happens.
Correct.
Figure you fussed around with the bike after you got up, so that probably cost you 2 hours. That means you left at 8 and not 6. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right. Now,
All right, and
I do have a question.
I'll wait till Joe gets back. What's your question?
but I have a question you can fill in. So we have these roads, and as I travel across the country in real life, I know there is vast stretches of nothing. But, you do find the occasional gas station, houses, so forth, so on. What are we passing, since most of that's going to be clustered around roads? Even in the big empties. Obviously, it's not city.
You will find the occasional structure, the occasional roadside diner, or things like that as you're traveling, but nothing eventful. Unless you're looking for specifically facilities that might let you siphon more power.
And that's kind of what I'm going to do, because right now it's uneventful time, so it would actually be a good time to do such a thing.
Okay, so let's say you had 7 hours of uneventful travel if you reduce your speed to 40, I'll allow you, especially with. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Thorga on his bike could scout ahead and forage while you guys are heading out. So Thorga, I want you to roll 7 checks of your INT. I'm going to figure out what the chance is that there's anything on this road per check.
7 checks. Okay.
All right. So if you succeed, I'm going to say there's like a 50% chance there'll be something.
How many times do you want me to tell you if I succeed?
Just roll your 7 and tell me how many successes you made.
Three. Do you want to know now?
Yeah.
Got 3.
Okay. So 50% on 3 checks. Unfortunately, there's nothing when you made your first successful. On your second check, you do find a diner that has a backup battery generator off the grid in case there was ever a power outage. They wouldn't have all of their ice cream drained. So Finknoddle, you can either stop here and try and siphon it for a few hours, or you can load the battery onto the Explorer and keep going.
Load the battery onto the Explorer.
Okay, so Thorga gave, and on your third check, it can
replace the bike.
Okay, do you want to look over the bike with a mechanic check?
Sure. And I can't fix it.
It's like I said, it's still a collector's item. We might as well keep it until we can't carry it.
Right. Okay, so you get the battery on, and the third time, Thorga, you find a truck a hover truck kind of off the road, half covered with vines. It's full. It's full of Vrusk pop and
Breast pop. Bug juice.
And it does have an intact power battery with some power remaining.
Look what I found.
So we're going to say that 7-hour trip took 8 hours of him foraging, you guys making a couple of stops.
Okay.
So you are at here, and it is 4 p.m. Thorga, do you remember out of the 7 checks, which one was your last one on?
Yes, 4.
4.
It was
Okay,
pass.
so
fail, pass.
So after 3 hours, when you're still kind of moving along and this will be good. Okay, so you are moving along the road, and you see you come upon like a homestead where they've got a wind turbine that still seems like it's kind of working. So the Explorer is probably about 5-10 minutes behind you, and you get out and you're making that search. And this is your 7th one, which you failed, so there is nothing here, but you were exploring the possibility. And I need you to roll an intuition check.
Okay. That's a 40. That's a pass.
As you're checking out the wind turbine, you hear someone moving around in the house. Someone or something moving around in the house.
Ooh. Okay. Well, it's in the house, and I'm outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But
well,
you're off the bike because you kind of parked the
Yeah.
bike and you moved around to where the battery on this thing would be, and you see the batteries corroded.
Okay. Well, I'll put my spear on my back so I'm not trying to wield a spear inside a building. Take out my electro stunner pistol and investigate a little bit.
Okay, you enter the building, and your superior low light vision. You see that as you enter this room, there's the door adjacent opens, and a pair of human figures step in to the doorway. They look at you. You look at them. You get a clear view that they are skeletal, emaciated, with metal plates and like a cybernetic eye, and they are both armed with old, rusty-looking laser pistols. What do you want to do?
I'll fire immediately with my electro stunner. It's
Okay.
set to kill or whatever.
Okay, and you're gonna get a plus 20 because it's like point blank range, and you have surprise.
Well, that's a 27, so that is
Okay.
So what do I roll for that for damage? That one.
Yeah, 4d10.
40, 9, 8, 17, 27, 31.
You slam the first one for 31. They look confused for a minute. Like that one, they kind of spazzes out, and he tries to draw the laser weapon, but he's all spazzed out. So he won't get to draw it this round. The other one does draw the laser pistol and kind of puts his hand on the spazzing out shoulder and steps around him. So he can't aim and fire this round, but he's clear to fire. And you see again, you fought these before the first day you landed. These are Sathar slave bots.
Did you just say he's now clear to be shot?
Yes, but it's his round. And you do have your Conachrom that you could start, they are 5 minutes, about this point, 4 minutes down the road.
I can't be typing a message, though.
Well, you can just hit it and start screaming.
Okay, I'll hit it and start screaming. Blah, blah, blah.
What do you say?
Well, am I right off the road? This is
Yeah.
visible from the road. I'll just yell, like 5 minutes out, house, slave bots.
All right, Harlan. Oh God, roll an INT.
Your fate hangs on my 30, and I fail.
You got 30 intelligence.
Joe,
Yeah,
roll your INT.
fair enough.
I keep telling you, Harlan's not bright.
It's not intelligence; it's intuition.
Intuition.
They're the same.
I'll make
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't pick up those subtle clues.
I make
No
mine.
part come out with
Okay,
logic.
so what happens, unfortunately, is you're gonna have to survive for 3 rounds instead of 2, because Harlan drives by the house and then Joe starts screaming, "You just passed it!" And he's gonna need to sprint around. But if they both missed it, they would have drove right by the place, because it's like a little homestead off the side of the road. All right, so it is because they were clearing each other's field of fire. You get a second shot at them. It's point blank range, but you no longer have surprise, so it's only plus 10 this round.
Do you say 4211 or 4122?
So is this my shot?
You're no. He's
Okay.
in a building. You have to. You'd riddle the building with him in it.
It's a 13, so that's a
Oh.
hit.
That would
Okay.
be horrible.
Do you want to hit the one you hit last round, or do you want to hit the other one who's undamaged?
I'll hit the one that's undamaged. I got
Okay.
14 plus 9, so 23.
Okay, not as good of a hit.
No.
All right, that one fires with the laser pistol, burning a hole right through the wall to your left. The other one gets his laser pistol out and brings it to bear. It is your round.
Okay, am I just inside the doorway, or have
Yeah,
I
you're inside the
okay.
doorway. If you want to like kneel down and kind of hide half behind it, I will give you some cover bonus.
I'd like to do that, yeah. Unless they're charging me. If they're charging me,
No, they're just standing there in fire. They're like zombie cyborg bots.
Okay, then I'll just fire again. I'll go after the one that I hit the most.
Okay, the first one is definitely way more injured.
That's a 45, so that's not a hit, I don't think. No.
Okay.
Do I need, or do I still get the plus 10 or no?
They're stationary, so I'm going to say yes.
Oh, so then 43 is my target. So okay. So that would be a hit then, I believe. 7, 14, 22, 32.
All right, so as you guys are driving by, you hear the laser blast, and Joe says, "That's the house." You spin the Explorer around. You can hear the Explorer crashing through a gate and approaching the house. So, but you realize the battle's taking place inside the structure. So you guys are going to have to dismount and go in now for any assistance.
So this is
Or
like
you just light up the house with heavy machine gun fire and hope for the best.
Is this like a windmill or like you said?
It's like a homestead. It's like a small farming shed.
Got it.
With with power.
Got it.
Okay, so both of these guys are going to fire this round.
That's nice.
99. Ooh, and a 31, which one misses, one hits. It's bad.
I got a skin suit on though.
It's the laser weapon. It's not gonna.
Laser weapon. Don't care. It don't care.
The laser.
Right through it.
One of the two lasers hits right
They
through
made
your
it a
shoulder
berry, dude.
for 34 points of damage.
Oh, 34?
It's set.
35.
It was set for 5 so it was 5 d10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 35 stamina. Now I don't.
That was the first shot.
No, the other one missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be dismounting.
I got a hole.
Okay, so this round I'm going to say Larmo and Finknoddle can get into the house. And next round, because you're driving and you're up in the turret, you're around behind them. So you hear the Explorer pull up outside, Thorga, and you're hit very bad. You only have 35 stamina?
Yeah. Did.
All right. Did. Okay, so what do you want to do this round?
Does that not? But doesn't that knock me? Yeah, maybe I'm not. That's like puts me to 0. Do I not go?
Okay, so we'll say that you're semi-conscious, starting to pass out.
I'll whip around the door.
wall.
I'll try to get out of the doorway. That's all I can probably do. Is
Okay, you fall backwards,
Just fall down. Just fall down.
clinging to life, as Larmo and Finknoddle come kicking in the door. Give me your IM, guys.
That sounds fair.
6.
Against zombies, shouldn't we just win?
Well, I've already rolled, but I mean
Okay.
it's pretty much guaranteed.
What am I rolling for that?
Your IM modifier. So roll 10 and add your IM.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
14.
13.
10.
No, I just need the first team. So hold on, Joe. So 14 and Finknoddle.
I was 14.
Joel.
The 5. 5.
All right. That's 1d10 plus your IM.
I have 0.
Your IM is your dex or reaction speed divided by 10.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have that filled out correctly. Sorry. The strength. Can you say that again?
What's your dex?
45.
So we're gonna say 5, and you rolled a 5.
So 10.
So 10.
Okay. Let me fix
Okay.
that.
You guys come crashing in. Think not only you're going to be able to attack immediately to their backs and get a plus 10 for surprise. Larmo, you can go, but they're already reacting and moving. You weren't fast enough to get the plus 10. And you guys see Thorga passing out with a hole through his shoulder and laser blasts in the walls all around him. And both of these slave bots are slowly turning with laser weapons towards you.
Okay, I got a 50 out of 50.
That'll do it.
That's a hit. Shotgun,
Remember,
of course.
the shotgun goes multiple times.
Oh, how many times does it go?
3.
Well, let's roll a couple more times. An 11. And he must have died from the first 2 shots because he got out of the way.
Must have died.
We will hope. We shall hope.
Well, it is shotgun and against zombie, so yeah.
So the first shot is 15.
Okay. Okay. Wait before. Drop a 4. I want to see who you're shooting at.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
okay,
do it randomly.
2.
Okay. 15.
I'm concentrating on that guy.
Okay. Give me that second
I
shot.
would switch when Okay. So that's 18 and 5 is 23.
That guy goes down.
See, I told you that's why I missed with the third shot.
So Larmo, the other guy turns with the laser weapon. You will fire before he fires, but unless you put him down, he's going to shoot at one of the 2 of you.
How close is he to me?
Point blank. You guys are all plus 10.
Then I try to
You want to run up and hit him with the shock
put
glove.
the shock gloves. Yeah.
Go for it. Roll your attack punching and then 2d10 on the electrical.
Okay. I 42.
Do we get two
I
attacks when
rolled
we're
42,
unarmed?
and I needed a 43 and I got a 42.
I'm gonna have to look that up, Sean.
Okay.
So
I glanced at something.
2d10 plus 4. Hang on. 2d10 plus 4. Whoa, shit. 23.
That's a great hit. Okay, so you just slam him. There's sparks, and he's all jerky, and he actually falls back on his butt. It's like you knock him in his legs buckle, but he's literally sitting on the floor with the laser pistol, and he fires, and he misses. It literally, you feel the heat. He has a 50% chance. I rolled a 51.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the side of the wall.
That worked because
open.
I needed a 43 and I rolled a 42.
All right. So Harlan and Joe roll a reaction speed check.
Reaction speed check?
Yeah, RS.
I got an 11.
Are you with us, Joe?
Yes.
Are you going to roll your reaction speed?
I already did. It's in the chat. It's 10.
Oh.
Well, for the audience playing at home,
I'm sorry.
we are. Well, this is a show, you know.
I'm sorry.
They can't hear you type.
All right. You guys, you hear a laser blast and you see a bright light, and you both dive out of the way as like laser fire comes through the door towards where you guys were, right over Larmo's head.
Ah!
So now it's basically parties round. Everyone has a clear shot at this thing, and it's like on its ass. So still plus 10 because it's stationary.
So who goes first?
Well, I'm right.
Let's say
I'm
Larmo.
literally on top of the thing.
Right, because
Okay, I'm just asking.
if anyone else wants to
No.
shoot it,
So
he's
nobody
in the way.
shoot because you might hit me.
All right.
Only with one out of 3 shots.
That's their choice, Joel. That's their choice. All right,
No,
Larmo roll, and hope you put it down because they are going to shoot through you to get to it. Just be
Well, I
glad,
was gonna use
be
the
glad
incendiary
Joe's not on the heavy
grenade.
I
machine
swing
gun.
and I roll a 93.
All right, you miss.
well, if you
Can
press
I
your,
move out of the way?
What?
Can it like have that momentum like tumble me out of the way so I don't get shot at by accident?
Make a reaction speed check. I will allow you to kind of nimbly try and move
Like
to the
move
side
with the
where you're
momentum that I
Yeah,
have
nimble.
with it?
That's the word.
because we know Dralocytes are so quick on their feet.
That's what I'm saying. If he presses himself down on it real quick, can he make a copy?
He's not
Can
Herculoids.
can you pull him off and make a
So
copy?
reaction speed is a 45,
Mhm.
and I rolled a 53. So
He has not. I repeat, he has not cleared the field of fire. What do the 3 remaining gunmen wish to do?
Holding.
Holding?
I'm
I'm
going to
not
start
shooting
lining
melee.
up my shot and waiting till he gets out of the way.
Okay, you start lining. You'll have a bonus next round.
I dance around the kerfuffle of Larmo dancing in front of the zombie on its butt and go straight to Thorga to do first aid.
Good, good. You see that he
And
is.
this removes me from the line of fire when they
It
shoot
removes
you,
you from the
Larmo.
line of fire. Okay.
And just a heads up, the thing I was looking at is on page 25 of the expanded rules.
Yeah.
It said 1 for each bare hand attack. But if you're using a weapon, it's only 1.
Yeah.
All right, Larmo, you are hit with the last shot in his laser pistol.
Laser pistol.
And luckily for you, I rolled a lot worse than I did for Thorga. You are only hit for 18 points.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I rolled
take
2 2s and 2 4s.
Take
That
it.
was,
Like
that was a gift from fate.
it was.
yeah, but my 23 out of 24 for damage worked out for my favor last time. So
All right, you have cleared the field of fire, so Harlan, you can fire with a plus what? It was plus 10 because he's prone, and then plus 15 because you're taking a aimed shot.
Does that mean I only shoot once, or do I still get the rate of fire 3?
If you want the plus 15 for the aimed shot, it's only once.
I'll just shoot it 3 times.
Okay.
He's already at a plus 10. That is an ought 1. But we don't crit. The second shot misses, and the third shot misses.
Okay, give me the 2d10.
3. It's a rifle.
Oh, okay.
That is 14 points of damage.
Okay. Joe, and then we'll go to Larmo.
I mean, I don't want to shoot the machine gun in here.
You won't be. You're shooting it outside.
You dismounted.
I
Then
know.
you just-
Yeah. Then the needler's not going to do crap against a zombie.
No, it still has fleshy parts. The needler will hit it.
Oh, that's right. It'll still do 2d10 at least. Then yeah.
Right.
All right. Fair enough.
So 3 needler shots.
Yeah.
Go for it.
64 will hit. 76 won't. 72 won't. So 1 shot. Let's see. D10. 7 points. Wait, it's 2d10. 17 points.
He is down.
Nice.
All right. And you get Thorga back up. First aid will give you 10, and then roll after that.
All right, so my roll is a 15 out of 40.
Okay.
50 out of 50.
If you use 3 doses, you can give him 30 points back on first aid and wounds 1. Well, wounds 1 is first aid, so wounds 1 and wounds 2 can get him 30 points, but you'll be here another 2 hours treating him.
Oh, gee. Sorry, ain't got time to save you. Croak.
I'm just keeping track of time for how long it's gonna take you to get to Hotola City.
Yeah, but it sounds like you want me to find the barbarian boy that, Sean's going to play after this character dies.
All right, so
How many points total do I get back? I'm confused.
30.
Oh, 30. Okay, cool. Thank you. 30.
Unless you want to
and-
use another dose. If you want to use 4 doses, you can give him the full 35. I see he's hesitating to answer.
Do you want to do that?
Give him
Are
the
you
full
fine with
dose.
30?
Me?
He's fine with 30 right now because right now we are down to 7 doses.
For me,
Right.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
good with
okay.
30. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good with
You know.
30.
I think
do you
someone
want,
else, hi Larmo, I'm looking at you, will probably need these before we hit the other side of the island where the shuttle is.
Well, I'm down. I'm
Can't
with
you-
what? I got it was 18, 32.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
hit as well. So do you want to do some?
I was hit for 18.
Can't we just put him back into Play-Doh mode and squish it together,
Nope.
and he'll be okay again?
Do you want to? If you want to give him, if you want to do wounds 1, you can heal him 10 points, and it's going to cost another dose. You'll be down to 6.
I'm okay.
But I mean,
Well,
18
how
in
much-
Star Frontiers is a lot.
Yeah, but 18 out of what? If he's got an endurance of 90,
50.
I'm not going to worry about it.
50. So I'm down about a
50.
third.
Yeah, I'm going to work on him. Would he die if I rolled double aught?
No.
Okay, well, I rolled a 43 out of 50, so.
All right. So you're up 10 more points.
He's
so you're only
drowning.
wounded for
Give
8.
him water to drink.
Clear. So how
All
much
right.
did I waste on him? How much? I mean, how much biocord did I use on him?
One dose for 10 points.
Everyone
Okay.
picks on the blob.
It's
It's
all those
really like
underage
swamp
chicks. We're
thing.
jealous.
Hold on.
Ah.
You're literally the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but shorter.
Shorter, yes.
Every time you get hit in combat.
All right. So
Bill's
I've
pretty
got,
No, that's popping fresh.
I don't care.
Well, popping fresh kind of is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, just shorter, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's the bastard cousin.
okay. So at this point, you've gone 7 hours of travel. We added 2 hours of that for forage to 2 successful forages.
I think we're
And
camping here tonight.
And 2 hours extra, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you will not get to Hotola City until after dark.
You know, it's probably a good idea that we camp on the outskirts of the city rather than run into creepy stuff in the city in the night.
You're like 1 hour away from sundown, so this
I don't think we're getting any
farming
past.
shack might be your best bet.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
We
All
cleared
right.
the dungeon, so we're good.
So the battery's corroded with the windmill, right?
Yes.
Awesome. But
Could you hook?
I don't care about the
directly
battery
up?
because it's still got the alternator hooked up.
Could you hook up the windmill directly to the Explorer?
That's what I'm going to check.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe some
so
windy-
Just bypass the battery.
let's say next session
Well, I'll
We're
stand
gonna-
in front of
we're going to start with you trying to get power out of the last 2 batteries that you found foraging and see if you could jerry rig some kind of a recharger from repairing this wind turbine. Thanks for everyone out there. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to hit like if you did like and subscribe to the channel if you are so inclined. If you want to be part of our Citizens of Star Frontier adventures, you can check us out on Patreon. We'll be uploading. We periodically upload art and maps and all of our encounters, new monsters, and the scripts of the adventures once they're done. The links to the Patreon are in our show notes. Star Frontiers is alive and well with Frontier Explorer magazine. It's a free to download, pay what you will fanzine filled with great articles by talented, enthusiastic Star Frontiers fans. If you want to get physical copies, you can order them through DrivethruRPG. The links for Frontier Explorer and DrivethruRPG will also be in the show notes. And last but not least, we'd like to thank our Patreon sponsors, Jim Berrier, Fred Kauber, and Andrew Moore. We do appreciate you. And everyone, stay safe and hope to see you next time as we continue our adventures of Raiders of the Restricted Zone. So, night.